Safari of Harambe Wildlife Reserve. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Awesome. Now, before we enter on into the reserve, if you have a camera, please hold on to it tightly, because if it falls out onto the road, we are not allowed to go and retrieve it, no matter how big, shiny, or expensive it is. There are some very hungry lions and cheetahs out there, and I'm not becoming cat food because you had slippery fingers. All right, now, before we enter on into the reserve, I do have to contact the local warden, let him know that we are friendlies and not poachers, so we don't get arrested today. Warden, this is Simba 1 here. Do you copy us? Over. Warden? Huh. Well, looks like the warden might be a little bit out of range. Hopefully he'll contact us a little bit later on. And hopefully it's Warden Wilson, because, well, if it's Warden Dan, I might be in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't like me very much. All right, well, we're going to keep on going. And we're going to have a lot of fun on our safari, I can guarantee it. As well as see many, many animals. Now, they're on the right-hand side. If you look right behind this tree here, there's an animal that's got the hind and forelimbs of a zebra, but the body of a deer. That's actually called the okapi. And believe it or not, the okapi was actually closely related to the giraffe than any other kind of animal. That's right, not the deer, not the zebra, but the giraffe.
The same John with the white, black and white thing.
Also coming up on the left-hand side does look like there's a local watering hole. This is a favorite hangout of many of the animals in the forest, well, but this one's notorious for black rhino sightings. And while I do hope we can see a black rhino today, there's only about 3,000 to 5,000 of them left in the wild, which makes them an endangered species. Let's see if we can possibly spot one or two. Oh yes, okay. Very back, all the way against back to the rock wall. You can see it's orange. Those guys can weigh up to 3,000 pounds, charge at 35 miles an hour, and have a hide an inch thick, which makes it almost indestructible, except at the hands of human beings. Look for the horn. Look for the horn. The horn's the easiest way to spot it. There you go. There might be one more. It looks like coming up from at the very base of the hill. Looks straight up and through these bushes. There's one staying up at the top of the hill.
Oh, there's one.
That's another one. That one's a little bit easier.
See him, Christopher?
John? Yeah, I see him. Okay.
See him with his ears?
I know they all kind of look like rocks, but the way to identify it is that horn. That horn gives them away every time. Now, folks, while we continue to drive through the forest, I do like to get to know the people on my truck a little bit better. Show of hands, we got any first-time safari adventures with us? First-timers? Oh, wow, quite a few. Awesome. Well, this is my second day. It's going a lot better than my first, so we're all in the same boat. I haven't hit anything so far. And, you know, of course, I'm joking with you. I've actually been here a long time. I love being a safari driver. I wouldn't change it for any other job. Now, let's see what else we're going to be able to spot. Anything? Ooh, okay, it's really hard to spot, but you can see it from here. On the left-hand side, all the way up at the top of the hill, there's a brown creature. That's called the greater kudu. That's one of the, oh, hello, ducks. That's one of the tallest antelope in Africa. They weigh up to 750 pounds. Like I said, if you didn't see them, though, they were really hard to spot. I almost missed them, but I know what I'm looking for. Y'all know. Alrighty, folks, now we are just about to enter into a completely different ecosystem called the Serengeti, or not the Serengeti, too early, the Sapi River region. And, well, where there are rivers here in Africa, there are oftentimes hippopotamus. So you gotta remember to keep those cameras at the ready and those eyes peeled, and well, if you see any that are at a decent vantage, I'll stop so we can get some pictures. On the right-hand side, oh, there is a hippo in the riverbed there. It's over there by the dead trees. Pull around a little so you can see a little bit. Very nice.
There, Dylan.
Well, for those of you on the left-hand side, please remain seated. Don't be discouraged. There's another riverbed coming up where? Oh, yes. We are going to be able to get closer to a lot more hippos. A lot. So hold on tight. And guess what? We're going to go over there right now. Now see what those guys are doing? They're standing up back there. That's a no-no. Please don't do that. Hey guys, red shirt, sit down. There you go. I will make you sit down. Trust me, I am persuasive. Alright, now let's see if we can get closer to those hippos. Oh, yes, very nice. Left-hand side. Now, hippopotamus average can weigh up to 85 pounds, but a fully grown male can actually weigh about 5,000 pounds. Now, they spend so much of their time in the water because they do have extremely sensitive skin, which is easily sunburned. They do sleep underwater where they can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes before having to resurface for fresh air.
5 minutes?
Let's keep on rolling. Now, what are we going to have up ahead? Oh, no. I hate crossing this bridge up ahead. Again, I want everyone to remain seated, remain calm. So if anyone stands up and falls out, well, you'll have to deal with the Nile crocodile. Oh. They live underneath the bridge. Now those Nile crocodile are larger and much more aggressive than the American alligator. They have a huge bite strength of about 1,200 pounds per square inch. Hey, guys back there, remember what we said about standing up? Please remain seated. Man back there, second to last row. If you don't sit down, I'm driving off that bridge.
Good try.
Told you, persuasive. I can see you in the mirrors. All right, let's keep on going, folks.
Simba 1, come in.
This is Simba 1 here. Over.
Just wanted to let you know that my ground patrol has seen a lot of elephant activity near the red clay pit. You definitely want to check out that area.
10 for, oh, you know, I know who that is. That was Warren Wilson. Guys, that's great. We're going to be in luck. He's a friend of mine. He'll actually be getting a hold of us every now and then to tell us where the best spots are to see some of the animals. It does look like we do have a little bit of a backup. Well, usually this doesn't happen until about 5 o'clock. That's when rush hour hits. But we're going to keep on going. As soon as it does clear up, we're going to head on it. Now, we are about to enter into the Serengeti, which is a completely different ecosystem. And well, for those of you taking pictures, as soon as we come around the corner here, I do recommend that you take one because it's the most spectacular view on the reserve. And well, oh, look it. That's funny. You can see the head of a giraffe floating in the tall grass. Now, many of the animals that live here use this as a superhighway, sorts to migrate across Africa every year. Now, coming up on the right-hand side beside those giraffes, there are some very dark brown cattle with some extremely long horns. These are called Ankole cattle. Now, those horns are going to be able to reach 6 feet in length and 20 inches in circumference. And even though they do look heavy, they're actually relatively light as they're filled with a honeycomb network of red blood vessels that act like a radiator on a car to help keep those cattle cool. You'll see them right there. Now, also on the right-hand side, again, those are giraffe, but those specifically are Maasai giraffe. They're one of the shorter species here on the reserve, growing between 16 and 18 feet in height. Now, the Maasai giraffe have a very unique coloring pattern where the round spots can look like oak leaves. Now, giraffes eat for up to 16 hours out of the day, only get about 30 minutes of broken sleep. So more likely than not, whenever you see them, they'll probably be snacking on something.
You like giraffes?
And the animals that live here are the ones that shape their environment. Elephants act like a bulldozer to push over and eat small trees. Giraffes act as a pruning shear to lower hang branches and leaves a lot more sunlight in. The larger antelopes and zebras act like lawnmowers, the old grassland whose shoots grow. And finally, the small nibblers, such as the Thompson's gazelle and warthog, come trim up around the edges. This is the wild Africa we try so very hard to protect and preserve. And in a natural and balanced ecosystem, there's more than enough food to go around. Now, let's see. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Coming up on the left-hand side, there are going to be some very dark brown antelope. These are called sable antelope. You're going to notice they have those very long horns, which they use in dominance and mating displays. And, well, they're actually the official emblem of Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, hold on tight because I actually want to show you something really special. See those light brown ones at the very bottom of the hill there? Those are actually baby sables. They're only about a month and a half old. They are an extremely recent addition to our reserve here.
Jeez, there's a big giraffe up there.
Oh, very nice. Up ahead on the right-hand side, we are going to be able to get up close and personal with another Maasai giraffe. And I do mean up close and personal. Now, folks, please do not try and reach out and pet the giraffe. They do have a tongue that can measure 2 feet in length, and they also use it to pick their own nose. So unless you want a snot hand, please don't try and pet the giraffe.
There he is, Christopher. Look.
But as long as everyone keeps their hands in, I will stop so we can get that awesome picture. Because that is probably the closest we're going to be able to get to a giraffe today.
Oh, that's a
See it? That's pretty cool.
Alright, now let's keep on rolling out. Now just to let you know, if you didn't see those Maasai giraffe, I know we just saw that one up close and personal, but the one in the tall grass before, we're going to be able to get close to them on the right hand side. And this time I'll probably be able to stop for a little bit longer than 3 seconds. That downhill is not very nice on my truck. We are on flat land right now, so not too worried. And there's 1, 2, 3, oh, there's 4 over there in the tall grass.
Christopher. See the giraffe?
Now, the spotting pattern on a giraffe is very much like the fingerprint on a human being in that no two are alike, but in the rare case of twin giraffes, they can be extremely similar, but never identical.